Good day, guys. How are we all doing? I hope we're all good. So we got a new account. We're trying out the synthetic indices on our space market. So we got a new account and we downloaded the MT5 app for space markets. And this is how it's looking like. So usually it will look like this. If you look to your left side, it will show this navigator. It will also show the market watch and what else, the toolbox on the bottom there where you see your running trades. So just to have a bigger space, I usually remove all these. So you just click that X. If you want to put it back on, you just click view, then you click toolbox, then it will come back on. Same applies for the navigator where you see your accounts, your indicators and stuff. You can just remove it. And if you want to bring it back on, you just click view, then you click navigator, then it will pop back up. Same applies to the market watch. Just make sure you select all. So you're going to right click, then click show all so that all the indices they have pop up. So I just selected a few just to sample how they actually move. So yeah, again, I usually work without this. If you want to put it back on, click view, select market watch, and it will pop back up. All right, so the chart is going to look like this. All right, your chart is going to look like this. So you're just going to right click, come to properties. Then you just have to change the colors here. So if you want your chart to look like mine, under colors scheme, you're going to select, okay, let me just check my settings because I think I had them on my phone. Let's see. Okay, so it's black on white. You can see the chart starts to change on your left here so that you can see exactly what you are doing. White, black, grid, turn it to white if your background is going to be white like mine so that you don't have any squares on your charts. Okay, bar up, bar down, bull candle is going to be lime. Bear candle is going to be black, black. Volumes is going to be white. Silver, ask price, lime green. Light green, silver, orange, red. Then you select OK. So now your chart looks like this. All right. The next thing you want to do is you right click again, select properties, come to where it says show. We're going to turn on the period separator so that we can define the days, the weeks, and the months. Okay, show trade history, show trade levels. You can leave this ticked so that you can see your entries and stuff like that, even after the trade. So you can see now on the charts, if you come to M15, you can see these vertical lines on the charts, right? So each line or each column is showing you price action for 1 day, 24 hours. Same applies if you go to M30, H1 is the same. If you go to H4, it now shows you the week price action for the full week, Monday to Friday, of which on indices is probably like Sunday to Saturday because they are moving 24/7. If you go to the daily, it now shows you the price action for the months. So that's from the 1st to the 31st or 30th of each month. And that's the reason why I like to have period separators. It just shows me the price action for a certain month. Yeah, okay. So okay, let's see. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to put moving averages. If you follow me, you already know I use about 4 or 5 moving averages on my charts. So we're going to click insert indicators, come to trend, and select moving average. So the first moving average we use is the 13 EMA. The method we set to exponential, apply to close, just make the line thicker. So you select this arrow here, make your moving average thicker. This is just the thickness. You can just change it based on like your visual preference. So let's put this one and see how it looks like. Okay, that's perfect. So maybe let me quickly explain the use of these moving averages. So basically when I'm trading, I'm just going to use the 1 hour for reference for day traders. I'm looking for buys each time my price is showing me that it's in an uptrend. I'm looking for buys. I'm looking for buys each time my price respects the 13 EMA. On these areas, that's where I'll be looking for buys. As long as I've got a trend going on, the moving average will just be moving, showing you that we've got an uptrend. If it's starting to come down, it shows you that we are now in a downtrend. So when price is above the 13, I'm looking for buys. When price is below the 13, I'm looking for sales. And I always look also for nameable candles when price is on that 13 EMA. Okay, the next moving average I use is come back to insert, indicators, trend, moving average. It's the 50 EMA, method exponential applied to close, and the color is aqua. Okay, I'm not quite sure which one is aqua here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, 50 EMA. There we go. Again, it's sort of what's the word to use? Sort of solidifies the idea of a trend. So if your price is trading above the 50, basically it's an uptrend. If your price is trading below the 50, it's a downtrend. Just keep it as simple as that. Let's see if we've got a see on here. We've got a downtrend. We came below the 13, came below the 50. Then price started to like push down, finding resistance on the 50 EMA, resistance on the 50, resistance on the 50, until we got a bit of a range here. So one other thing or one extra thing is if your price is trading in between, or rather if your moving averages are in between your price, it simply means your price is either in a range or it's choppy. So that means you cannot use the moving average in those market conditions. If you've got this market condition, you cannot use moving average. Moving averages can only be used best when your market is trending. From my own understanding, that is, yeah. So you can do your due diligence and just research on them as well, and let me know what you see. The next EMA I use, again, we're going to click insert indicators, trend, moving average, 200. And now because my background is white, I'm going to use a black EMA. If my background was black, I was going to use a white color. So 200 EMA again, same thing. Same thing. It also shows you like the trend on your higher time frame. So the price sort of goes sideways here and it starts to push down. It's not really a downtrend until price is below all the moving averages. I hope that's making sense. And it's also not really an uptrend until price is trading above all the moving averages. So that's the 200, that's the 50, that's the 13. And the last EMA which I use is the 800 EMA. Inserts, indicators, trend, moving average. And that one is color navy or dark blue. Navy or dark blue. There we go. More or less the same thing. So here you can also see, just using this example without even going far, we come below the 50, but we find support on the 200. We come back, so we sort of like inside a range now. We have an order block, we find resistance on the 50, we come back to the 200, come back up, find resistance on the 13, then we break the 200 but find support on the 800. You see, so you just need to do like your practice and see how you can use these moving averages to help you if you're still like new. Others trade without moving averages, which is also perfectly fine. Right, so these are the moving averages I use. Now I'm going to throw a few indicators which I use on my charts. So if you follow me again, you know I normally like to pay attention to the previous day's high, previous day's low, previous day's low, previous day's high. Those are usually like my points of interest. So instead of marking them on a daily basis, I use a certain indicator which just like marks them for me. Previous day high, previous day low. I also use an indicator which calculates my average daily range, which is basically the average number of pips which price can move within a set number of days. So to get those indicators, what we're going to do is we are going to locate where our course is. Introduction, I believe the indicators are here. Okay, so you see the indicators I'm going to have on my charts is the average daily range indicator. I've got a candlestick timer which just like counts down or does a countdown rather on a candlestick. So if it's a 15-minute candle, I'll show you when I install it. Daily high, daily low, that's the previous day high, previous day low. I've got the session trading time. I usually, like when I'm day trading on currencies, I usually prefer to trade within certain time periods. So I use a certain indicator which shows me the session times and or let me put it this way, my Qs on times. And I also have the TDI, which is the Traders Dynamic Index, which will be on the bottom of my charts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the indicators. After copying the indicators, I'm going to come back to my platform. I'm going to select View, select Navigator, select Indicators, and just double click. Okay, I'm forgetting, how do we put these indicators again? Okay, wrong process. Start again. So I've copied my indicators. I'm going to click File. After I click File, I'm going to open Data folder. After the data folder has opened, I'm going to select MQL5. After it has opened, I'm going to now go to indicators. Then once I open the indicator folder, I'm going to paste all my indicators in here. After pasting all my indicators in here, I'm going to close the folder I just opened. And I'm also going to close the trading platform. So I'm not sure if this chart is going to be maintained, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to close the trading platform. Refresh the PC. Open the trading platform again. Then we're going to click View, Navigator. Now our indicators are there under this indicator folder. As you can see, you can just double click it. So you can now drag the indicators you want to see on your charts. So I'm going to start off with the candlestick timer, and we're going to come to the 1-minute chart. We're going to drag the timer there. Let's see colors. Okay, we're not changing anything here. Show on all time frames. So you can see there's a little watch counting down there. So it means there's like 19, 18, 17, 15 seconds until the next 1-minute candle opens, depending with the time frame which you're going to be on. If you're on the 15 minutes, it's simply going to do the same. It shows you the time. It counts down the time left for that 15-minute candle to close. For me personally, I feel like it just helps me in my decision making. That's why you see it on the chart. Next indicator is the daily high, daily low. Again, I do want it to show on all time frames. I want it to show on the time frames which I trade on. So let's do this. I want it on the 1 hour, 4 hour. No, not really. Then I want it on the 1 minute, 3 minutes, the 15 minutes, maybe in the 30. Okay, let's click OK. Okay, so on the 15 minutes, now you see, okay, I can see the high. How come I cannot see the low price? Okay, for now, it's only showing me the previous day's high. So let me just go to my indicators and see if there's maybe something I need to change. Okay, everything looks all right here. Let's go maybe to the 1 minute or maybe H1. Oh, there it is. Oh, seems like it's my eyesight. Maybe it's the lighting. Okay, so maybe let me make it a little bit deeper. All right, so if you look at my chart right now, there's this dotted pink line sort of and this blue line. These lines simply show me the previous day high and previous day's low. These are points of interest. So usually my trades, they come up like this. So price will come here, maybe take out liquidity and I'll get a sell trade. Or this is actually the strategy I'm showing you guys. Or price can come break above the previous day's high and retest it, giving us a zone flip setup, or maybe retest again before continuing with the push up. So same applies to the sell side. Price can come take out liquidity, then I look for a buy entry coming back into the range, or I wait for a break in the retest for price to continue with the down trade. Basically, that's how I get most of my trading setups. Anything in between, I might take depending with where price is coming from, or maybe if price has tapped the point of interest already and I get another setup maybe during my trading time, then I'll take it inside that range. So after that indicator, the next one we need is the average daily range. I also prefer this to show on certain time frames. I don't want it to show on all time frames. So I want it to show on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour. I also want it to show on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5, the 15, and the 30. So now you see there's yellow lines showing. It only shows on your current day which you're trading. So if you look at it, there's two yellow lines. Basically, that's the average range for the day. So if my price, let's say we come to this level, we find support on the 50 EMA. If I get a buy set up here, I can take it with the idea that price will run up to the average daily range high. Because the range of the day, most likely this indicator is showing me that this is the range for my day. So if I'm to catch a buy here, I can get like it, actually hold it until the top here, of which I can exit anyway in these areas here. All right, so the next indicator which I need to put on, I feel like someone is gonna come disturb me here. Let me just mute. Okay, just hold on for me, guys. Okay, so the next indicator I'm going to put on now is the TDI. Basically, the Traders Dynamic Index. Usually you see people trading like with an RSI on the bottom here, but I prefer the TDI. So again, I'm just going to drag it onto my chart. Let me see if there's anything I need to change. Maybe I'll change my value to 21 on the RSI there, and the rest I'll leave as it is. Let's see, visualization scale, levels, description. I'm just gonna put my name here. You see just now, guys, when it's done. So I click OK. So there it is. So you see, you can just write anything you want to appear on your chart. So basically my charts look like this. You can make this smaller, you can make this bigger. It's all up to you. Let's see. Anything else which I need to explain here? I think everything is visible. Then on my TDI, I like to make this 50, the static 50. I like to make it a bold black. It kind of helps me with my trend recognition. Okay, maybe let's make it little thinner, or rather trend confirmation. It helps me with my trend confirmation. So if the whole TDI is trading above the 50, as you see from this point, it just confirms that I'm in an uptrend. I cannot be looking for sales if my TDI indicator is showing me that I'm in a buy motion. I cannot be looking for sales. So I'll simply be looking for buys, number one. Number two, I'm paying attention to any reactions on the dynamic support zones, which are my moving averages, and I just trade like that. And of course, the timing factor. Then maybe the last indicator to show here. Okay, just hold. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, there's one person joining here, but you're joining while I'm about to finish. Okay, let me just wait for you. Okay, the last indicator which I'm going to put on. Okay, welcome to the Zoom session, bro. Welcome. I'm just going to round up. Then I'm going to do a quick recap of what I was explaining. So the last indicator I'm going to put on my MT5 navigator window is the session time. So I'm going to drag it onto my platform. Then I'm going to allow modification of signals, inputs. Okay, so on the inputs now, this is where you need okay, I'll have to check with my other platform here what settings I put. Let me see, visualization. Right, again, visualization only has to be 4 hours. So let me go to my other platform so that we can get the exact values. Okay, going to close this. We are going to come to my derivative chart on gold. Okay, let's see indicator list. Oh, I just noticed you need to drag it 3 times for each individual session. Okay, so the first session is going to look like this. Hey, there's a lot of information here, guys. Okay, I'm just going to take a peek with my phone so that we can go to the other charts. All right. So what you're just copying here is the inputs, and the times you see here are my Qs on times. These are my actual trading times. Okay, I hope we're going to do it correct. Okay, colors, visualization. Mm, okay, here it's only the 1 hour, 5 and 15 minute. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can be able to do it. Let's see if we can be able to do it. Okay, drag it onto the charts. The first thing we do is we're going to change the times. Only visible on the 1 hour, colors perfect, right? So the inputs now, let's see. So on the inputs, just checking my phone here to see. 14:30, so this is the afternoon short name. So you can change this name. For me, I call it my New York kill zone. I'm just going to use the same thing I use for my currencies. So this is my New York kill zone. Kill zone is basically my trading time. The time to draw for my 24 hour. So it starts at 14:30. Oh, wait. I haven't checked the time on this broker. The 14:30 time is specifically for Deriv. This is a South African broker, and I'm thinking it might actually be 16:30, which is my actual time. 16:30, 16, 17:30, 18:30, or up to 1900, I think. Okay, let me just place it now and see if I've got it correct. Okay. Zero, false, true. True. Gray, Sandy Brown. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let me confirm the broker time. Right now it's 10 o'clock on my watch, and this is the 10 o'clock candle. Okay, so I've got it right. This is a South African broker, so New York session. This shaded part would be what I call my kill zone. So if I'm trading New York session, I've got a 2.5 hour trading window. So if you scroll back, you'll see it's showing the times where I'm supposed to be taking my trades on that particular day, which is 16:30 SA time at this point. Right. So the next one, we want to put the next session time. So I'm going to drag it again, drop it onto my chart, change the name to London kill zone. So my London now is from 10 in the morning up until 1 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's a 3 hour trading window. Okay, false, true. Is 0. The color, what's the color there? I'm forgetting the color now. What color do I use? Okay, let's leave it on light gray for now, then change the times. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, light gray. You see now there's a light gray box there. So that light gray box simply represents my London session. But what I want to do is check if it's actually the correct color, because I tried to use the same color coordination, so it's powder blue on all my charts. Okay, so we're going to come back to the platform, change our color to powder blue. So it's light gray. Powder blue. Where the hell is powder blue here? Found it. Okay, powder blue. Okay. Okay, perfect. It's more visible now. So now we've got the London session time, we've got the New York session time. The last time or the last timing which I put, or the last session rather, is the New York PM session. Dark salmon. Okay, I'm just checking the color here. Dark salmon. Okay, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. So we drag the timing again. Let me just go to the color immediately. Dark salmon. Oh, there it is. That was fast. Okay, we change our name to PM session. So my PM session would be 4:30, 5:30, 6:30 to 7:00, 8:00, 9:00. So it will be 9 p.m. to, this is my time, guys. This is GMT +2. These times I'm putting. So just convert these times to your own time zone or to the time in your country right now. And you have the exact session time as my, and also check with your broker, because like you see on Deriv, my hours, I put them like 2 hours so that it matches with mine. So also check your broker timing as well. All right, so that'll be 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's the New York session trading window, which is about 2 hours. And I think that's it. Okay, except let's change the times. Okay, finito. So my charts look like these, guys. Excuse me. So after you finished, remember you're doing this on one asset. This is Post 1000, a synthetic index of space markets. So after you finish doing this, the next thing you want to do is you right click and you save this template. You come to templates, you save the template. So we are just going to call this the 2026 template. Then we save. After we've saved the templates, we are going to come to any other assets. Any broker you use when you're starting, it will look like this, whatever asset you put on. So now we right click, we come to templates, and we select 2026 template. And we don't have to continue putting all those times manually and all those settings manually. Everything is now there on the charts. You just have to play around it. Sometimes the session boxes won't come on immediately. You just change the time frames, come to H1, come back to M15, and you see them. Remember when I mentioned that my setups, they originate from the previous day's high. So you see the high of this day, we've got this indicator showing us the high of the day. We've got the initial liquidity sweep, but notice that it's happening outside my trading time, so I'm not paying attention to it. Then we've got the second liquidity sweep, which actually takes out this high right here. So now we've got a structure to work with. We've got a liquidity sweep, which took out this high. This whole setup is forming right on the previous day's high. If we stay above, I'm going to look for buys. If we come back below, I'm going to look for sells. And this whole setup has to appear or it has to form within my trading session. So what you will notice here is we had a liquidity sweep. Price came. This is the last, after this high, this is the last order block, which we can visibly see. So at the break of that order block is where our entry is going to be. So if I see this and I see this, I usually trade with a sell stop here. Then my stop loss has to come outside the range. This move, I'm already in the trade and I'm aiming for the 200 EMA as my TP1. I'm aiming for the next EMA as my TP2. So now I'm explaining the uses of those moving averages which we put on. That's my TP2. So you notice that my entry would have gotten triggered either by this push if they had a bigger spread or by this breakout. If I'm now coming to trade the New York session, where is my entry? My entry is on this fair value gap you see here. It's also on this order block you see here. So anyway, where I get a reaction is where I'm looking to take my trade, especially if it's within my trading time. So the New York session gives me an entry. I can either take my trade here or I can wait again for the break of the order block. So again, I've got a sell stop. Trading towards the 200, anticipating a break and a retest, aiming for the 800. So, or aiming for the average daily range low. So if this was the current day, maybe these two yellow lines, maybe one was somewhere up there, and the other one maybe was somewhere here or it was here. So that simply helps you to come up with your trades. Today, you can see price has already achieved the average daily range for the day. So price came to the bottom, then we came back to the top. So this asset for me is dead already. I cannot trade it. But so these are just nitty-gritties of how I use the indicators which you've seen me put on my chart. Basically, this is how I trade. I look for trades either on the previous day's high, previous day's low, to look for entries on those areas. If you also notice the same indicator, it also highlights the open price of the day. This red line you see in between. Again, setups will appear on or near those areas. Like on this particular day, see how price was choppy on this area, choppy, choppy, choppy. At some point, we got a liquidity sweep. Then during our trading time, we had a break and a retest of this zone, finding also support on the 30 EMA, and price then pushed up. So understanding what these indicators do will also help you, especially if you are a day trader. So if you want me to explain deeper on how I would come up with trades or setups, you simply have to join our mentorship or get the course as a whole. I think you saw a glimpse when I was copying these indicators. Course comes with 3 months free mentorship. The mentorship on its own, it's monthly, it's a monthly fee. So if you're interested, just join our WhatsApp community. You get more information there, or join the Telegram community. You will get more information from there. So again, if you open any other assets, you simply right click templates 2026. We've saved the template already. So the only thing we're doing now is checking the trend. Are we in an uptrend? Are we in a downtrend? Right now, what could we say here? We could actually say we are in an uptrend on this asset, which is Smash 1000. We are currently in an uptrend, and price can most likely trade back towards this 800 EMA. So the only thing now we're looking for is a reason to buy. What would be a reason to buy if you are looking at this price? We've got the previous day's high, which is somewhere in here. We've got the opening price of today. We've got an order block here. So as long as price stays above this point of interest, we can look for a buy. If price comes below here, we have to wait to see if they actually want to change into a downtrend, or it's just a fake out and they'll come back above and still give us the buy we're looking for. Basically, this is how we trade. So the next thing we look for now or wait for rather, is our trading time. Right now it's 10 a.m. It's just after 10, which means my morning trading session is started. What am I looking for on the 15-minute chart? Again, the same points of interest which we saw on the H1 right here. All these are points of interest. If we can get a liquidity sweep and find support, then this will be a perfect buy. So I hope this session helped you guys. Um, I hope just checking who's passing there. I hope this session was helpful. Basically, this is how you put your indicators on a new broker. And this is a new broker we're starting with. Let me know, guys, if you want me to share the investor password here so you can see my progress. It's a fresh account. I haven't traded these indices before. This is also my first time. So if you watched until the end, thank you so much. The links to join our socials will be in the description. And thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you're having a merry festive season and wishing you the best of the best in 2026. Good trading.